Hi, good day, good night, good evening, depending on what time you happen to be watching this. Welcome to another episode of House of Stars. I'm your girl Star, and today, as you can see from the title, we're talking about all the things that are going on in Haiti right now. Now, I've had a lot of people come to me and ask me to read on this situation. I do have some ancestry from Haiti too as well. So it is something that kind of hits home when it comes to my people, considering so much people from Haiti are migrating to Jamaica now, and that's native from my background and where I'm from too. So I've just been in this space, you sit with God and understanding spiritual things, whatever you want to call it, like Akashic records, like karmic things, like why things happen the way they do, and why um, in life there's things where God sits, where those sit and be like, so where's God in this situation? Like, how come God is allowing this to happen? And if Haiti's a country that's like this and it has these kind of people, why aren't their prayers being answered? And you have to understand, okay, the biggest thing overall when it comes to this life is that we live a life of free will. Okay? When it comes to God, God is a gateway of freedom, obviously, of redemption, of breaking those chains, whatever your belief is, of light, whatever it is that leads you to your highest self is what God really is. And you have to know that God is a God of free will. So meaning if you choose to follow a road, he'll make you wander forever if you want to. But if you look for his salvation, you'll have it. So when it comes to Haiti, let's go back to the history of Haiti of time, okay? And I'm not going to go into specifics of dates and stuff like that, just because I don't have that information. But when it comes to Haiti itself, Haiti has been an independent country, especially within the Caribbean, than most countries or most nations that were independent, of people of African descent. Now, this is where we go into contracts, okay? Some could say that Haiti was contracted under the devil, hence why they were able to have liberation to overthrow any type of rulership they had against the Europeans. Or some could say, like God, who knows? But at the end of the day, there is spiritual contracts. There's things that we sign up for in life. And what's happening right now in Haiti, okay, how many years have passed, is that Haiti as a country is become a free agent. So meaning there is no spiritual jurisdiction that holds support over that country at this time. It's kind of like a free for all. You know what I mean? It's like, for example, when you see countries like Somalia, where there was no president or prime minister for the longest time. But what held that country together was Islam, the religion. You know what I mean? Every country has its essence. Every country has its rulership. Like, for example, if you say Cuba, you know what I mean? It would be a Caridad of a charity, Our Lady of Charity, which in Ifa would be like Yamiya, which would be like Mother Mary, right? So there's all aspects of the being of God, right? That could rule over, like, you know how they say in the Bible, like the 12 energies or the 7 energies that were sent to this earth, right? Some could say it's different associated angels, or some could actually say they are the 7 African spirits, which are the Orishas, right? So that's what's happening right now when it comes to Haiti, is that Haiti right now is a free agent, right? So everybody is trying to find their in. Everyone's trying to find their way so that they can assume that country, right? Not just a resources is a big thing, but be able to assume spiritual what's happening is to assume that country, okay? So what's happening now, it's funny that how even in symbolism, if we relate things to the Bible, especially the time of Peter, that there was 4,000 prisoners that were released from prison. So meaning like it's like they're not under any stronghold or whatsoever. So that could work both ways. That could be meaning darkness could be in a space of having jurisdiction to be chaotic, or goodness could have a jurisdiction to be chaotic. As you know right now, especially in the era that we're moving in a more earthier base type of way of living, which if you would look at the devil tarot card, materialism, greed, all those things that are that are cementing and like a canopy over the country. And it doesn't mean that. It just means that what's happening energetically, especially if somebody or something has been taken as a free agent, then in that aspect, there is chaos. Because without chaos, where there's no balance, chaos will always appear. In reality is what's happening. Sorry about that. So I started calling my phone. So what's going on with Haiti and what I see happening is that, okay, I feel like, of course, right now there's somebody that's kind of rule the country. But we have to understand that people, whether it be negative or bad, God is always the final ruler, and why that person's in place, and that person is having control over the country. But there will be a deal made. Again, I don't know why I keep on hearing March, right? So I don't know if there is going to be a March, and then after there is a deal made, or if it actually happens in the month of March of next year. But I heard March, but that's why I feel like there's going to be a deal made. But it's almost like the country's going to start from a clean canvas. Okay, so there's so much people that are migrating and leaving, and I just feel like what's really strange is that the way how people are going to migrate and leave is going to be at a record number that most people have not seen, right? And that's because what's happening is that there is a shift that's coming and taken forward. Okay, so it's like what's in the beginning is what's going to be in the end. So it sounds to me, and what it feels like to me is like whatever was in the beginning that Haiti was fighting against is coming back again to reassume. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when you make certain deals, certain deals that are made, they're not made for indefinitely. They could be for a certain period of time, right? So that's what's happening over at Haiti right now. It's like there's coming to a point that whatever deal was once made is coming to its expiry date, right? I don't think it's fully expired yet, but it's coming to its expiry date, and who takes over. But you have to understand that when it comes to Haiti, the land itself, it's very sacred land in so many ways. So much spiritual, physical, whatever, how the bounty of it. So at the end of the day, whoever assumes, whoever tries to go against the grain of what that balance actually means on that land, there will be bloodshed. That's like Jean Baptiste. Jean Baptiste. Who's Jean Baptiste in Ifa? Ogun, right? So with that being said, is that regardless of what, there will be sacrifices that need to be made. And some of the sacrifices are not going to be the sacrifices that people are going to be able to want to work themselves out of. So people are going to be up for a treat. But I get a number 3. I feel like within the next 3 years, there will be a little bit more peace over that country. There'll be a little bit more production happening. I think that when it comes to Haiti in itself, it's I dare I say this, and I find it very strange because this is what Spirit's saying. Especially when it comes to like countries like Africa. Africa, like it feeds the whole entire world, but Africa does not get near the resourceful credit it deserves for how much it provides the world. But I feel like Haiti would be one of those countries that would get that credit. You know what I mean? For all the resources that it can actually produce for the world. God has a way of finding his pockets of where he hides his things. Because God has a way of putting some of his most secret gems in some of the most weirdest places that we never think we could find them. So it just feels like right now we're just going through like a spiritual scavenger hunt. And that's why everything is just getting digged up and everything is just chaotic within the country in itself. But most of all, especially what I see with this leader, is just like he's there for a reason. He's there for a short time, but not for a long time. You know what I mean? But he's very much a person that's very aware of his purpose as well. So it's almost like he even knows his contract. Like, I know how long I'm going to be here. This is how much I'm going to do while I'm here. Until then, this is what it's going to be. So I just pray for the people of Haiti. And I just pray for those that are either suffering or going through any upheavals for the changes that will be made in that country. But definitely will be a change soon. I don't know why I heard March. I heard March. So it could be month of March. I just heard a March. You know what I mean? That's going to happen. But things are being dug up. Things are being dug up spiritually. Because I'm also seeing things being uprooted and leaving the country. Like, it's not even like the people leaving the country. All even spirits are leaving the country. It's like uprooted, dig up, and then leaving the country. So that's what I see. So over the next couple months, I don't know why I feel like within the next few months, there's going to be another war breaking out. I don't even think it has to do with Haiti. It could be something else. But there's just so many like energetical and planetary shifts that are so prevalent. And it's funny how we have, I always say, I'm like, our history hasn't been updated. Like it's like we go on such an old mythology when it comes to history. And it's like we're literally living history in the making in such a way. Like the huge shift, like the huge turning of times that we've like learned in school or wherever, that of what we see shift happening in the world is like we're taking shape and it's taking its shape right now. So yeah, that's what's happening. It's just like contracts are ending and new ones are started. So that's all I have to say about Haiti. If you have any questions or concerns, just leave them in the comment box. I'll definitely answer any questions that you may have. And of course, if you want to get a private reading, you know where to find me. All my links are in the description box. So I do want to thank you for your time and rocking with me. May God bless you and the angels protect you. Good night.